I thought we came out really aggressively and set a good tone the first half. Kind of a flat third quarter where we settled for a lot of long jump shots after, putting them in foul trouble in the first half and attacking the basket. We got away from it. We had such wide open looks a couple times. It was hard to pass them up, but we started missing a few of those. And I thought we got back to that a little bit in the fourth quarter of attacking. So all in all, good start. Get 4 people in double figures and another one close, and the ball moved. We had, I think, 20 assists. Low turnovers. That's a lot of good things. I think we can do better on the boards than we did. They got way too many offensive boards, but they missed a lot of shots too. So, questions.
Hey, Mike. Initial thoughts on Elena.
Oh, I mean, comes out and gets 21 and 9 and missed some shots that she normally makes. I mean, she looked comfortable, I thought, for the most part. I think she'll probably be a little tired tomorrow. I would have liked to have kept her minutes a little bit lower, but I think that she felt good and that she's not going to play until Tuesday. She's got plenty of recovery time, but I thought she was really good.
Did Maisha get banged up there in the third?
No, I just, she did. She got hit at one, but that wasn't why she wasn't playing. I just like Shakira was playing well and get her some experience. That was part of it. I thought Tosh set a great tone tonight for the game, both offensively and defensively. We were kind of frustrated pressing Mitchell at halftime, and Tosh had her about 50% of the time. I thought she tore her in there, did a good job on her. And then, Tasha's offense is, pretty impressive right now. I mean, she's, making shots. She didn't shoot the 3 tonight, but she did everything else. And, ends up, setting a great tone.
You mentioned Shakira. What did you played a lot in the fourth quarter? Did you see what you wanted to see from her?
Yeah, I mean, she didn't finish some shots around the basket. I think that's going to come with some time. She kind of rushed herself a little bit today, but I thought she really defensively, particularly when they were making their run in the fourth quarter, I thought she bothered them. She had a block shot. She got a long rebound, started a fast break. So I think this was a good initial game for her.
I can't know for sure until it's an official game and live game action, and Elena is going out there doing what she did. Just how satisfying was it to see her really back playing?
I mean, clearly I'm happy for all of us, but I'm really happy for her when, I've witnessed what she's gone through, in the middle of December and January when everybody else is doing something else and she's in here for, 6-7 hours a day trying to get herself to this point. I feel thrilled for her because it's been a long road.
Corey, we saw a lot of plays being run for her and given this making up. Was that match your face, or is that maybe something you're going to see more this season?
I mean, I've asked her to be more aggressive. I think, tonight they tried to deny Ariel Atkins a little bit more, and so Shatori was the one that got open a little bit more in transition. We started some plays through her. She's worked on her game. I told her I can't put her out there. She doesn't want to be aggressive. She's a good scorer. So, learn to attack. She attacked the basket. She, I thought, was disruptive on defense. I mean, she and Elena in that play near the end where they're trapped on the sideline, that was, a typical play of what we've been working on in training camp.
Coach, on that, you mentioned the trap, but the traps and ices went well, and the help defense from Elena was amazing. Just what were your thoughts on the whole defense there?
Yeah, except for that third quarter, I thought overall we were good defensively. I mean, we held them to just under 42%, but we had them under 40 at halftime. That one quarter, we kind of let them off the hook. But I mean, first game and being on a good string defensively was good.
Hey, Coach, it seemed like every time Indiana tried to make a run, you all answered back. What was your thoughts on that?
What it should be. I mean, that's, a good team needs to do that. I was impressed with, Indiana staying in the game. That's the one good thing about young players sometimes. Their energy level is going to stay high for them. And we talked about it, going in the second half, that big lead doesn't mean a lot when a team's just going to come out and play. And, we let it get to 5 or 6 points there. I think it was 71-65 or whatever it was, and had a good run right after that, right back to 10, 12 points. That's a good response from our team.
Lastly, Roy had made an exceptional pass at Tiana. She made a nice little crafty layup. What were your thoughts on her debut?
Good. I mean, she's just getting out there and trying to figure this out about, the different size in the lane. I thought she made some good reads. The one difference that she's just trying to get used to is that there's more length on the court defensively, more hands, and she's just going to have to adjust to that a little bit. But she'll do that. She's done it all of her career.
Clark was pretty involved during the time. How helpful was that?
You got a veteran player who's an all-league defender. Her voice carries some weight. She can help, especially with some of the younger players that, she can say, hey, change your angle on this, or, get up a little higher, anticipate this coming, because she's great at it. She's one of the best film studiers we have, and she'll know a team as well as anybody when we get ready to play.
All right, Matt, you're up.
Okay, we'll take one from Zoom real quick. Go ahead, Shibata.
Hello, Coach. Thank you for the time and congratulations on a very good win. My question is, you played Rui with Natasha Cloud today for longer minutes, and do you feel like it is the kind of like on-the-job training for Rui? And once she get used to the WNBA plays, you want to get her more ball holding opportunities?
We played them together partly because it works. Natasha's capable of defending and playing on the wing. She plays against bigger players. That's part of it. We only have 4 guards tonight too. So we were kind of, like old AAU days, just subbing them in and out for each other. I think that there's times for them to play together, and there's times for, them to take each other out of the game. So we're just going to play it by ear as we go through the season. We're going to get a little deeper here in a couple of weeks when Alicia comes back and Kennedy Burke gets here. But for right now, that's a good combo.
Okay, thank you so much. ありがとうございました. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, I think that's it. Appreciate your time.
Okay, thanks.
Elena Donne is next. After that, it will be Natasha Cloud.
Great to get first game under my belt. I was reminded yesterday that I haven't played in the first game of the season since 2018. So it was exciting to be out there, to get a win, to be tested like we were in the third, and to be able to fight back and, regain that bigger lead was really big for us.
On a night like this, you haven't played it so long. Do you even have nerves, or does it feel like old times?
My shot looked like I had nerves. I didn't feel like too nervous, but I was struggling a little bit to get in the flow and to trust in my legs. So I guess I might call that a little bit of nerves, or just it's been a while. But I was able to play my way into it. My teammates were still trusting me. We were still, finding the right people where we needed to, and the game kind of just comes to you. And in the end, this is a fun exploratory season for me, being back out there. So I feel like, trying not to beat myself up too much and just continuing to play the game and let it come to me.
Exploratory, what do you want to explore and discover?
What this new body I've created can do. I have put many, many hours, especially into these legs. So there's times where it's almost like I jump and get it higher than I'm used to off the floor, and it messes up my timing at times. So just kind of trying to figure out, what it feels like to have a base and be able to move from below. So it's been fun.
How did it feel defensively with the new body and playing with your teammates again?
It was fun, and just challenging to get closer to screens to try to defend some of their quick guards, and then to be able to recover back to bigs and box out, because they were gosh, they were all crashing. It was tough at times, but I felt really good.
Yeah, man. When you look at your whole game body work tonight, is it one play or one possession or one stretch where you're like, that's what I know I'm capable of? Felt good.
Um, More of the second half felt good, but there were times in the first half too where I wasn't just letting like my shot going in or out affect the way I was playing, like being able to be on help defense and get a block that I don't think I would have gotten before. Things like that where I can explore the game and impact it in many different ways, not just from scoring. So I think that's something that's going to be fun for me.
Mike talked about the hours you put in here on your own, just getting ready.
Yeah.
Was there ever a point where you thought that tonight might not have been possible getting back here?
No, I was pretty confident that I'd be back. So the past few months now, like I've been making really nice gains and consistently feeling good. So I had a really good feeling that, tonight would happen. But from past experiences, you never know what tomorrow brings. So I always try to just live in each day and treat, each day with the same importance. So I feel like that's kind of been how I've gotten through all of this.
And just because you mentioned like the last few months, was there a turning point in there like that you could point to, or is it just the gradual buildup of everything that you've been doing?
I would say it was the gradual buildup and not having setbacks. So prior times I would try to build up and have pretty bad setbacks where I'd be out again for a week, where this time around I've been building, and not having those setbacks where I'm out of basketball related activity.
Through this whole process, Elena, you've had confidence in your ability to be able to come back and be able to put the effort forward. Does coming out on night one give you even more confidence or what you can accomplish this season?
Yeah, it's definitely a good start. But again, it's not really something I was surprised at because of how I've been preparing and feeling, and then continuing to trust in this process of coming back and not, going crazy, like game, like having to figure out how to pace it right in order to be safe and be my best for hopefully playoffs. So knowing, it's a long build up. It's a really long season. I know it's condensed, but you still gotta play it smart.
Curious, do you let yourself at all scout the other team? Obviously, do you, in a game like this one, are you thinking at all about who you're going up against in the paint? At least it was a rookie. You got that cutback move on her in the first half that left her behind. That I imagine had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely pay a lot of attention to my scout, and then a lot of times rookies want to get blocks. When you're new to the league, you're excited, you're super athletic, you want to jump at things. So having the awareness that, when I was a rookie, I'd be jumping everywhere too. It was like I was playing volleyball at times. So trying to just settle, play at my pace, and kind of know, what she might be feeling in this moment.
Is it a little extra fun to serve up a welcome to the league moment?
Yeah, I had my share when I was young, so it's about time I get to have those.
When speaking of rookies, Shakira played a lot in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
What have you seen from her?
She played huge minutes and big minutes on defense too. And she makes the game easier for us because she, creates more opportunities when she's getting second chance rebounds. When she's attacking, we're really good. And then defensively, she's just so long. So even when she's in a ball screen, it's like she smothers guards, or her ability to get back and recover has also been really impressive. And just her daily routine of coming in, sometimes getting work before practice, getting it after, sometimes both. So just how much you see her wanting to get better and continuing to learn. And then even like when she has a good game like that, you go over to her, like her having the confidence and being like, thanks, but like she knew she was going to have a good game.
What's tomorrow recovery day look like for you?
My recovery starts now. So after with you all, I'll probably be in the back for a good 2 hours doing a lot of recovery stuff. And then again tomorrow, wake up, get to the gym early. I definitely want to get some shots up, probably with my dad, who's been my shooting coach forever. But yeah, and again, another big day of recovery and just continuing on the same process of what I've been doing.
What did you see of Louis tonight? We heard a lot about her past ability and stuff like that. A couple times when she showed
Oh yeah, Rui is phenomenal. Her way to like see passes, but then also make them. At times I'm like, how the heck did she see it and get that through? She had one today where she like hit the corner from really far away. But Rui does that all the time. Like she's super impressive with that. And then even more on defense. There's times as a big, like my big will be setting a screen and I don't even have to get into the scheme because she just gets around somehow. I'm like, oh, okay, you do your thing. I'll just stay on my big. But yeah, Rui's going to be a lot of fun to play with as the season progresses.
How is it mentally for you, playing tonight, but knowing you're not going to go to Minnesota and just kind of finding your rhythm today, but then, letting them go off tomorrow?
Yeah, it's tough because like, obviously I want to be in every single game, but I also know the importance of having the proper rest and having the proper return to play protocol. And I've put all my faith in my trainer at this point, so I'm going to continue to do that. We learned from last season, like I don't need to go game. I need to probably space it out for a little and see how I continue to respond. But it'll certainly be tough not being able to be there with them and even traveling, having fun, going out to dinner. So those are some of the things I certainly miss, but the time will come and I'll be on road trips hopefully soon.
Matt, go right ahead.
Okay, we'll go to Zoom. Michelle?
Yeah, Elena, if I could follow up on that a little bit, the process of load management, is that something you and Mike and your trainer sort of plot out week to week, or does it depend strictly on how you feel, or you guys kind of have a process in mind that you want to follow?
So we meet weekly, and I think Mike, my trainer's name's Mike, meet even more than that without me. And then even before this season started, we sat down and looked at the schedule and looked at weeks that might be too much of a load and too many games, and have been like, all right, that's not going to happen. We got to pace it properly. But it's something we're all on the same page. And even my teammates know. So they're aware, like, hey, we won't have you for Minnesota. And, just trying to prepare everybody as best as we can through this process, because it's certainly a little different.
Thank you.
Alex?
Hey, Elena, congrats on your official return tonight.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask, you talk so much about this fresh new start and your new body that you rehabbed and everything. Did it kind of feel like you were almost starting a new career tonight, like you were a rookie again, getting to experience the love of the game, maybe this whole new fresh start and all that?
I wouldn't say I'm like a rookie again. I do feel like I've got some good experience I can rely on. But certainly have a new perspective on not just basketball, but life and how, each day is not promised. So really make the most out of the one you're in and the moment you're in now. So I don't think that's a rookie mentality. I think that's an aged mentality.
I mean, what was, just a follow-up real quick, what was kind of just running through your mind just the first second stepping on the court tonight, for tip-off and everything?
Truthfully, just the scout and what I was looking to explore tonight. So, knowing the scout defensively, what schemes I needed to be in, and then offensively kind of being aware of how they would probably guard me in pick and rolls and even on the block. So I try not to like overthink it too much and just keep it basketball and, play in the moment.
Thank you.
All right, last one, Christos.
Hey, Elena, great season opener, first of all.
Thank you.
From personal standpoint, what kind of statement was that performance and that the whole effort that you brought on the table on tonight's game?
I think it was just a good first step. Obviously, you want to get a win and you want to start the season 1-0. But that's what it is. The game is kind of over, and now it's time for me to prepare for the next one and help my team prepare, obviously, for Minnesota. And then my prep will be for Vegas. So, enjoy it for tonight and then get ready tomorrow for the next one.
And what is your mindset this season?
Continuing on the path that I've been on throughout the off season and locking into each day and really not changing my routine and just continuing to build on my strength and build on what I do with my court work and find ways to, make my teammates better as well.
Thank you very much. Keep up.
Thank you.
All right, Elena, that is it. Thank you.
We'll bring Tosh, or you can look
All right, Tosh, you can go and get started with in-person questions when you're ready.
Let's do it. Hey, Josh.
I'm
aggressive today. No, sorry, I was just getting my thoughts together. Aggressive today, was that the game plan coming out, or was that just the?
I'm a dog. That's me. All season. That's me. I gotta be aggressive. If I'm not, then I let my teammates down by not being aggressive. So that's my mindset every game. I'm gonna continue to be me, but also be a playmaker. But I gotta be able to score for us this season, and so I'm trying to be more consistent with that.
Feel it as, I know some of the outside shots didn't fall like you probably would have wanted to, but.
Yeah, that's still
were you
okay. I'm
feeling
still
it?
a shooter.
Still a shooter.
I'm still a shooter.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I felt good. I felt like everything that I got was within our offense and just really reading ball screen coverages and my teammates finding me. And Maisha, Tiana throwing good passes to me. But yeah, I felt really good tonight. We looked really good tonight for about 3 quarters. We had that third quarter lull, but that's going to come. This is our first game. We can prepare as much as we want in 2 weeks of training camp, but nothing really relates to an in-game. And so we're in the beginning stages of just pushing through fatigue. But you see, we're a vet group. And so even in those lulls, even in people's runs, we're going to be able to sustain and still be efficient and still hold our own and sustain those runs.
Coach felt you set the tone out there. So if your tone was aggression, do you feel like your teammates responded to that?
Absolutely, especially on the defensive end. I thought that we were great at times. Again, that third quarter was a little bit of a lull for us, but that first quarter, we got into it. We kind of got comfortable within our defense. They got a little too much. We put them at the free throw line a few too many times. But then once we settled in, our defense was suffocating. I mean, we got 2 5-second calls. I don't know the last time in the 8 years that I've been here, we've been able to do that in a single game. So I'm really proud of our defense. And, that's something that we set a goal out for this season, is to be suffocating on the defensive end and just allowing our offense to come from that.
Why were you guys able to do that? Was it communication? Felt like the ices were really good. Was that practice or communication?
Both. Communication is the key for us this season. If we can communicate, mistakes are going to happen in the game, but if we can be on the same page and communicate through those mistakes, then we're going to be all right. And I think that we've done a really good job since the Atlanta game of kind of getting back into the gym, focusing on our defensive principles, being in weak side, trusting ourselves to get back out. And when you have that trust in one another, it makes your defense really hard to score on.
Also, you got that play on Lexi. It kind of seemed like you guys were teeing off a little bit on the rookies. How is it serving up those welcome to the league moments?
Yeah, that was definitely a welcome to the league moment, but she's a great player. I really enjoyed watching her at her career at Stanford, and it is what it is. Just don't guard me over half court. I'm gonna have to do a little something to you. So maybe now she knows to back up to the 3-point line. But no, those moments, obviously social media is gonna go crazy with it, but there's still a lot of love and respect for her.
Looking across the floor, the team in this league, there's 5 rookies out there.
I just saw Stans out there. Y'all know Stans is a legend in our game. What she's done here in this organization with us, there's so much love and respect for her. And Indy is rebuilding, and they're doing it with Kelsey as their primary person and then putting a bunch of rookies around her. But they're going to be a really good team. They're still a really solid team, but you can see that, they'll grow with experience and as they go along in the season. But it takes a lot of guts to do that as an organization, but they're rebuilding. So I think they're in a really good spot, and Stans is a phenomenal coach that's going to put them in good positions. But, obviously our veteran leadership in our core is really scary good. And when we add AC back into the mix, when we add Elizabeth Williams back into the mix, we're going to be good. You know what I mean?
I'm curious also whether tonight felt closer to normal than it's been in a while. Not just with
Absolutely.
Elena back, and I know they were fancier last year, but the atmosphere, this team, the way everybody's out there.
Yeah, it feels good to be back. And when I say that, I'm talking about our environment and our culture and our locker room. They gave us a handout that Steve Kerr wrote, about Golden State, and he said that he can give his team all the schemes that he wants, but if the culture isn't right, if the environment isn't right, those schemes don't mean shit. And so getting back to our culture, our environment of everybody eats, it's about the team, not about I or anything. It's about we. That's going to make the difference in winning a championship and bringing a second one back to DC.
Tosh, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You talked about how in this offseason you worked on wanting to have more of a scoring output for yourself and be a more wholesome player with this team. Some of the shots aside from tonight, is this kind of what you envisioned for yourself, or is there
Absolutely.
way more to come for you and what you're trying to build this season?
There's a lot more to come from me. I'm going to be more efficient, especially from the 3-point line. I'm going to get a lot of switches with defenses and who we have as our bigs and their ability to be versatile and score in an abundance of ways. So there's going to be a lot of one-on-one situations for me with bigs, and I'm going to take advantage of that. But just having that aggressive mindset again, I just want to grow every year. I want to continue to get better and be better, not only for myself, but for this organization. And I want to leave my mark. I feel like there's a lot left that I have to give to the game, and a lot that I haven't even scratched the surface of my game. And so shout out to my trainer, James Clark. Someone got to give him a job because he's done a phenomenal job, not only with me, but with Kalia Copper, Stephanie Dolson in the offseason. He's just phenomenal.
And this was Elena's second return. What was it like being back out there playing with her, knowing that this is going to be more to see of her this season?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I talked about Elena, and, we can talk about Elena, Delle, the player. She's the best player in the entire world. I'm going to say that until I'm blue in the face, until I'm in my casket. But who she is as a person, the hours that we see her putting in from last season, even when she wasn't going to play, in at 5 a.m., staying for our practices, out at 5 p.m. And that's every single day. And she still continues to do that while playing. She'll be here for another 2 hours tonight. She won't get home until probably after midnight. And when you have your franchise player leading by example in that way, how can we not get in and put in extra work? How can we not get in and take care of our bodies? So more so than anything, as her friend, as her family, it's a beautiful thing to see her go through what she went through, all those trials and tribulations, and for things to come full circle for her. And, seeing her play out there tonight, I looked at her at one point and I was like, this is primetime Delle. Your blocks, your ability to be big time for us down the stretch when we need it to stop the bleeding, her poise on the floor. I know she missed some shots tonight. We all did. But she's going to continue to get better. But it's an amazing thing to see how far she's come.
How did you feel about Rui? This was a debut for her.
Yeah, Rui's phenomenal. I really, really love and appreciate the player that Rui is, both ends of the floor. She is a phenomenal point guard, sees the floor very well. Her ability to score at will, her ability to put her teammates in a successful situation. And then defensively, she's just smothering. She's going to pick you up over half court. She's going to guard you. She's going to guard bigger guards and be able to disrupt and get us going offensively. So really proud of her, her leadership for us, her ability to pick up things quickly and learn things quickly. She's just been a really a joy to play with. And she's going to continue to be better for us.
Hey, Tosh, we talked about you and dog to your game. We saw it in all facets, from scoring, rebounding, assisting, energy, getting your teammates. Just speak on that, and when people, when they see Tosh, like you said, you coming every night. Just talk about that.
That's who I've been for 8 years, but I'm going to let it be known. I think that I've been humble for the 8 years that I've been in the league, and I've gotten overlooked, and that's not happening no more. So when I say I'm a dog and I'm making it vocal, I'm putting myself on the map because I've been here, I've been doing this. This is who I've been, but you're definitely hearing me now.
Did you know that you were on the big screen at the end when you broke out the dance moves, or that just you?
Y'all know that's me, okay? DJ, he be playing some bops out here and I'll be ready to go with it.
All right, Matt, you're up.
Okay, we'll go to Zoom and we'll start with Zach.
Hey, Tosh, congrats on the win.
Hey, Zach.
I'm just wondering how the communication aspect is working out with Rui Machida.
She's phenomenal. Like when I tell you, I can have a conversation with Rui without Mickey, her translator, being there. And she just smiles all the time. I don't know if all the time she understands what I'm saying, but also Maisha, her and Maisha's relationship, you guys have been seeing it on social media, but it really is a beautiful thing. Like Maisha, more than anyone, is able to communicate with her in a way that she understands. And we're trying to learn words here and there so that she feels more comfortable with us. But it's not hard at all. And Mickey, her translator, has been phenomenal for us, for translating for us. And he's going to continue to be there and make our job a lot easier, make her job a lot easier too.
So you felt like everything went smoothly in game today as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Being able to communicate through switches, her calling the plays. We have hand signals that we're really putting an emphasis on this year so that we can just simply do hand signals for us, vice versa. So Rui, again, like I'm really, really impressed with how quickly she's been able to pick things up. And I think it just speaks to the person that she is and the player that she is, that she's able to do that in about a week and a half time.
Thank you.
Sav, I see you on here too, girl. Hey, boo. Hey, girl. Hey. Uh-oh, not the Wi-Fi going.
Hey, Tosh, you hear me?
What's up, Chris? How you doing? Why you not on camera, girl?
That's the question that we could answer off of this. But so Tosh, can you talk? So tonight, hey Tosh, can you hear me? So tonight we saw kind of a reunion with AU. We saw Kelsey Mitchell, you got Tiana Hawkins, and then of course Coach Shelley working with the Mystics this season. Can you talk about how AU kind of like, you know, influenced your leadership today on the floor?
Ooh,
with your experience of being a captain?
Athletes Unlimited, I can't speak highly enough about it. It changed me as a person, it changed me as a player. I keep saying that it brought out my dog, it brought out my confidence, and it really just found my love back for the game. And it challenged me in so many different ways. I was a captain for 4 weeks, and people think being a captain is fun because you get to run a team, your name's up there, all this stuff. That shit is hard, okay? That shit is hard. Week 1, I was texting Coach C and Eric in the group text, and I was like, if I haven't told y'all that I appreciate y'all, I'm telling y'all now because this shit is not easy. But coming up with practice plans, coming up with plays, coaching in the game, being able to just kind of go through that process and challenging myself, like it really made me grow as a player. It forced me to grow as a player, forced me to grow as a leader. And you're seeing it. And I think there's a direct correlation to Athletes Unlimited and how much it made me grow into how I feel now coming into this Mystic season. I'm better because of it. And I think that's a beautiful thing about Athletes Unlimited. And we're going to continue. We're already playing in year 2. I'm so excited for it. But Athletes Unlimited is amazing. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity.
All right, we'll finish up with Savannah.
Tasha, I know in so many of our basketball conversations, the first thing you bring up is always defense. That's been a big theme and focus of this team. So, you know, as you think about the offense that continues to evolve throughout the season, how do you think or hope these defensive efforts will create more offensive opportunities for you all?
Defense wins championships. If you can't defend, then it's going to be a long season for us. And we saw that last year when we weren't the greatest of defensive teams. And so this year was our goal. Our mindset coming into training camp is we got to be able to get things done on defense. And when we get things done on defense, it allows us to run offense. Y'all know we run a very much similar offense to Golden State, where we have a lot of options. Everyone on the court is a scorer at all times. So being able to suffocate teams, being able to get easy tip outs and being able to run in transition, that's what we want to do. You can ask me, anyone on the team, we don't want to call plays. We want to get out, we want to get stops and be able to push that thing in transition offense and score easily. So that's our mindset, and the better that we can be defensively, the better we are going to be on offense as well.
Thanks, Tosh. Congrats on
Hey, Sam, tell your mama I said hi. All right, y'all. Have a good one.
All right, thank you, Tosh.
Yeah.